Okay, so check it out. This is a emergency sleeping bag.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Here I come. What's going on, people? How's everybody doing? Good afternoon to you. Happy Tuesday. Let me say hi to everybody. What's up, Virgin Love? Said I ain't missing this. I know that's right. What's up, Powerful? Hey, C Golden, Lady V, Taurus. Hey, Lock Queen. What's up, Robert Brown? Hey, Lil Baby. What's up, y'all? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's hot in here. Y'all see I got my ceiling fan on. It's like 70 degrees outside. I meant to open up my window, get a little breeze in here, but I forgot to do it before we went live. How's everybody doing? We're going to get into this. Hey, Tracy. What's up, Xavier? How y'all doing? So we get ready to get into this. Hey, I meant to say I love your brace. Thank you, Bap. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we about to get into it. So listen, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today. But I said I'll come down here and talk to y'all, but it ain't really too much going on. I'm sick of talking about Kanye and his shenanigans. I'm not gonna talk about coleslaw and what she said. I'm not gonna get into that. What else am I not gonna get into? It was something else that happened that I said I ain't talking about it. Who braided my hair? A lady at the salon. Her name is Nicole. Hey Karen, what's up? Hey Brandon. No, wait a minute, hold on. Will you emailed them to me, Xavier? Hold on, let me go into my email. Let me see. Xavier. I get all this. Every time I get a notification from YouTube, I have an email. So that's why I'm scrolling. When did you send it? Hold on. Let me do this a different way. I don't have an email from you, Xavier. The last email I had was when I sent you, when you email, I told you to email me your address. Did you send it to? Oh, you sent them on Instagram. Oh, my bad. You said that, and I'm steadily scrolling. Okay. Hold on. Let me look. No, I don't see anything from you on my Instagram. Mm-mm. Hold on. Let me see. Is that you? No, that's not you. I didn't get it, Xavier. I don't have anything on my Instagram from you. Child, I ain't worried about Chloe. I ain't about to talk about Chloe. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how Tristan Thompson, baby mama, want $47,000 a month from him. I'm not. Because he paying his other baby mama $40,000. So I guess she figured what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if she getting 40,000, I guess I should get 47,000. So if he got to pay that amount of money, that's on his dumb ass. I don't know what to say about that. I do not believe that Chloe is really on a date with Trey Songz. I believe it's publicity. I believe it's all about the paparazzi taking pictures and talking about it to change the narrative. Right before this show was getting ready to come on, and she talked about Tristan and on the show they was talking about their love story, how they was working their way back to each other and building up trust, and how they were secretly engaged to be married. See, all of that was supposed to be the storyline for the new reality show. So all of that is to keep to move away from all this other bullshit. I don't care about that. Coleslaw, yeah, Ariana Curry, yeah. So all the cases off limits, Kanye, Kim, Chloe, and Courtney. I'm just sick of it. Like, I'm just sick of it. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, Coleslaw is Ariana Curry, Martell's mistress / mother of his child over on the Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Nope, not doing it. So I wasn't really going. I was like, well, maybe I just won't go live tonight. Maybe I'll just do some reviews. And then I said, well, I'll come down and talk to everybody for about an hour. We can talk. You know, we run our miles anyway. We can find something to talk about for about an hour. It might say from TikTok fame. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me look under requests. I do have 2 requests sitting here. No, neither one of them are from you. I don't know who these people are that did send me a message, but I mean from you. Oh, that's a scam. Somebody told me send me your Cash App. Yeah, okay. Yeah, picture that. No, Xavier, I don't see. Let me keep scrolling a little bit further down. But no, I scrolled all the way back to like 3 days ago. I don't have anything, boo. You sure you sent it to my Instagram? I'm burnt. I'm burnt out. Also, makes me happy that I'm single. Oh, little baby, I'm sorry. I thought you had a little thing going on. Xavier, I don't know, baby. I didn't see it. You sent it to me on Instagram, huh? Either send it to me again or email it to me if you can. I don't know because for some reason it's not on my Instagram. But I want to read what you sent me, so that's why I want to read it. So when you get a chance, send it to me. All right. Hey, Yana, what's up? Did I see Destiny and Tisha hanging out? Listen. All of this stuff is for the show. We saw the super trailer drop where we see that Tisha and Destiny are best friends now. We see where there was a whole argument where it looked like Destiny threw the insinuation is that Destiny threw a chair and some more stuff. Listen, this show is getting more and more love and hip hop with every season. And Is it entertaining? Sure. But I ain't about to sit here and give it too much more. Oh, okay, little baby. I get it, boo. I get it. I hear you. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. So yeah, so that's that. So under now, I don't know if this is gonna fall technically under the category of shit we didn't ask for, because I feel like maybe some of y'all asked for this one. So this will be interesting to see how y'all feel about this, because I think some of y'all might have asked for this one. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. Then y'all tell me if y'all asked for it or not. Because I think some of y'all might have asked for this one. Now I gotta find it again. Lord. I thought I had taken a screenshot. Is this it right here? No. I'm gonna just tell y'all what it is until I can find it, and I'll read it to y'all. So Morris Chestnut posted a picture of him on set. They are filming the final, I guess, to round out the trilogy of see, that's why I needed to find the thing, because I can't even remember the damn name of the movie. Damn it. Yeah, what's the name of that movie? The question is, the answer is normally no. Hey, View, what's up, boo? Finally, somebody telling Melody about herself. Child. Yeah, what's the name of that movie? See, this is why I needed to find my daggone screenshot. Ah. Damn it. I thought I had taken a screenshot of it. Of course, I can't find it now. You want anything with Morris Chestnut? Y'all know that movie. Damn it. With Tay Diggs, Nia Long. They were friends in college. Why can't I find it? I just saw it before I went live, y'all. Best Man. Thank you. I knew one of y'all was gonna get it for me. The Best Man. The movie. So we getting the sequel to The Best Man. It's the third one. It's like Best Man Forever or Best Man. Here it is right here. Morris Chestnut, first day on set with Malcolm D. Lee. Best Man Final Chapters. It's called The Final Chapters. So do we want a third one, or do we want to leave it where it is? Do we want a third Best Man? Because they're filming it. We're going to get it whether we want it or not. Do we want one? Yep, I'm sorry, I didn't know what y'all talking about. You good, Yana, baby, you good. The holiday movie was, I can't tell what that emoji is. No, ma'am, keep it. There better not be a Best Man because the holiday movie was trash. Oh, Lord. Hey, Crystal Lynette, what's up? I was early, B, but now I'm late. You good? You are good. You here. You are here. I can't wait for this. Definitely, I asked for this. Oh, this is gonna be on Peacock. This isn't gonna be a This isn't gonna be this. Hold on. See what happened when you don't read. Hold on. Oh, it is gonna be a limited series. Yeah, it's a limited series on Peacock. Okay. All right. Well, we see that Morris Chestnut is in it. It'll be interesting to see who else is gonna be who else is gonna come back and be a part of the show. They'll probably revolve it around Terrence Howard's character. Man, we're gonna watch it. If it's on Peacock, I'm probably definitely gonna watch it. I didn't know if I was gonna go to the if this is gonna be like a movie. I couldn't promise y'all I was going to the theater to see it. But the Peacock, I'll probably watch it. I want a third one. Peacock has put out bangers. Excuse me. I will say that I'm happy with Bel Air. I'm definitely happy with Bel Air. What's up, peace, love? Hey, dude. Hey, boo. So is that a yes or no? Did we ask for this? Okay. So let me put the question to the floor. We got 48 people in here. Let me put the question to the floor so y'all can vote. Under the category of shit we did not ask for, did we ask for the Best Man final chapters in a limited series down to the Peacock? Put a 1 if you asked for it. Put a 2 if you did not. Now let's see. Now normally it's usually a landslide of stuff that we did not ask for, but I think this one it might be a little off. We might get a couple of here and there. I think they are. I think they're going to give Morris a new love interest. I think it's going to be a love interest of and his friends having to deal with him dating again and him. It might even be that he get ready to marry this woman and it's going to be like the whole shenanigans around the family accepting that. It'll be interesting if Tay Diggs comes back. I mean, I don't know what else he got going on in his life other than doing TikToks with April. They make a cute couple. I don't care what nobody say. I think they're cute. A 2, but you're gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it too. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't asked for the second one. I wasn't one of the people that was crazy about the first one, if you want to know the truth of the matter. I mean, I watched it. It was Black Movie Magic. You know, I supported it and stuff, but it wasn't one of my favorites. Oh, speaking of which, though, probably one of my favorite Black movies. It's not my top favorite, but one of my favorite Black movies is Love Jones, and today is the 25th anniversary of the release of Love Jones. Now you talk about a movie that I will watch anytime, any place. If I see it on BET, I don't care what the commercials and all, I will sit there and watch it, and I know the dialogue line for line, baby. That is my movie. I remember going to the theater to see that. That let me know how old I am because it's 25 years old, and I was grown when I went to go see it in the theater. So there you go. I'm still mad about the ugly wedding dress in the first one. My favorite is The Wood. The Wood is cool. Really B was that. It wasn't Shay. I know he's an All-American. Is All-American still on? I know they have the All-American Homecoming now. Is All-American still on? I thought All-American, because I kind of got behind. I like All-American, but I kind of got behind. I'm about a season behind. So I thought this All-American Homecoming was like they did with 90210, like when they all went to college, and then it was still 90210, but it was like the college 90210. So that's what I thought All-American was. I mean, that's what I thought. So I didn't know. But don't tell me nothing more, Xavier, because I'm behind on it. I like All-American, but again, because I don't, y'all, I've said this to y'all before, because I don't review it, it's one of those shows that I watch at my leisure when I have free time, you know, and I'm taking some time out for myself. So it's one of the shows that's sort of sitting in my DVR while my DVR stay full, child. I used to have the biggest crush on Lorenz. Listen, and Lorenz Tate still look good. You talking about black don't crack. He still look good. Hey, Nafisa's daughter. Hey, boo. Hey, Auntie Didi. If Morris is getting married in the third chapter, I wonder who is going to be his fiance. That'll be interesting to see. Oh Lord, Bab, you and Abby. We're not talking about. I'm not doing that with y'all today. Y'all know how much I love basketball. I'm not doing that with y'all today. I love The Best Man. It's a staple in my house. The second was sad. I think they should just leave it alone. Yeah. What's up, Yummy Brown? All-American is still on. The kids have graduated. All-American Homecoming is about Simone in college. Okay. It's crazy, but Tay and April are so. Well, I had to go back because I'm behind on All-American, so I didn't know it was still coming on. I thought that I didn't realize that it was a spinoff and All-American was still coming on. I thought All-American Homecoming was like I said, the new chapter. Okay, Tay Diggs still got his paycheck over to the All-American. Okay. You good. I confess to liking this Christmas. This Christmas is all right. Again, I'll watch it if it's on. It's not must see for me, you know. All right. Well, I feel like that was, like I said, that was a little bit balanced. You know, normally our, shit we didn't ask for category is usually, most people are like, we did not ask for this. So I'm the blues on your left thigh, trying to become the funk in your right. Yes, listen. And that soundtrack is everything. I don't care what nobody say. Love Jones is my shit. You hear me? Listen. So anyway, now Coming to America, Harlem Nights are two of my faves. Oh, I definitely love those. Yeah. DMV representing. Yes, to the DMV in the house. Yes, yummy. I see you like sophisticated cinema. Give me Babs. I was gonna say I like Babs, but I ain't really crazy about Babs. But honestly, for me, the reason why I'm really not crazy about Babs is because I feel like Babs is a stolen idea. If y'all remember, Babs is Disorderlies. If y'all remember Disorderlies going back to the 80s with the Fat Boys, Babs is just an updated version of Disorderlies. And I felt like, I'm like, how they get away with this? Like they clearly, because Troy Byer, who starred in Disorderlies, was the writer of Babs. And I'm like, she clearly just stole this movie. It's a movie she was in 10 years ago. And she clearly, all she did was flip it from the guys to the girls. The Fat Boys were a group of disorderlies taking care of an old man who was dying. Troy Byer played like his chief of staff or something. It's been a long time since I've seen it. And she ends up in a love interest with Prince Marky D. And it's literally the same movie. You just flip it. And you add a few little odds and ends, nuances here and there. And I guess she added enough nuances that whoever wrote Disorderlies didn't sue her. But I just felt like it was the same damn movie. She stayed in cheesy movies. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say I've never seen Babs in its entirety, but I think I've probably only seen it once. From beginning to end, one time. And I don't think I watched it from beginning to end. I just think that in all the times I've probably looked at a few minutes here and a few minutes there, I think I've probably seen it. You never thought about that Southern Diva? Yes, it was Disorderlies. I want Holly to do another Babs. I used to want the hair from Babs. Child, that's some hair shows, honey. Shoot, go down to Baltimore. You see them hair? She was also in Dynasty as Dominique. Yes, that's where I first met her. Or that's when I say met her, you know what I'm saying? That's where I first remember her from, is being on Dynasty. And then I remember her from Disorderlies. And because I used to love Disorderlies. Listen, this lets you know how old it was. I had Disorderlies on VHS tape, and I used to watch it all the time. I used to love Disorderlies. Now, I thought it was funny with Disorderlies. I thought it was just a little bit, and maybe because the Fat Boys, that was who they were. Like, that was their rap persona. You know what I'm saying? Like the silly boys, the always on joke time. Even their songs were always a joke. Like their songs weren't even really serious. You know? So, I don't know. What I learned from being a writer is nothing is original. Only thing original is how you do it. That's true. That's true. Babs is worth watching. Never thought about it now that you mentioned it. You're right. See? So when I looked at it, that's all I saw was Disorderlies. And there's nothing wrong. Again, they were three rap stooges. They were. What's up, Ebs? That's what's up. I'm not a Common fan, but I enjoyed Just Right and Queen. I enjoyed the storyline of Just Right, but neither one of them are great actors. You know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy the story. It was cute for what it was. It was a cute little rom-com. I was here for it. Yeah. Well, speaking of movies, 50 Cent said, now I know y'all don't care about what 50 Cent said, but I'm going to tell y'all anyway. Oh, okay. Listen, because I was looking too, I was like, Southern Diva. I was like, who is Southern Diva? Because, you know, sometimes people jump out the clouds, honey, and I'd be like, who is that? I love Babs. Dazelle passed away last year. She was only 50. I know, it was so sad. But she had cancer, didn't she? Did she have cancer? Yeah, he's the only one still alive, right? No. Two of the Fat Boys still alive? I know the Human Beatbox passed away. Cool Roski lost all this weight. Like he's like a fitness nut now. Like he's in shape. Like he's, you know. I know he's still alive. And I know Prince Marky D still alive, right? He was on radio for a while. He was doing a radio show for a while. Anyway. Stomach cancer. Okay. Oh, so Prince Mikey did that? Damn, I missed that. I missed that. So 50 Cent said that Oprah and Tyler Perry owe Monique an apology, and they need to go ahead. He did pass. Damn, I missed it. Okay, I'm sorry. What's up, Asia from Brooklyn? Hey, boo. He said that they need to go ahead and apologize to her now because he about to put Mo back on. He said that he feel bad about what happened to her and he about to put her back on. And for that, I say, go for it. So don't nobody care. You got 5,672 shows on Stars. If you wanted to give Monique a job, all you had to do was call her and give her a job. You ain't had to tell us about it. You didn't have to make a grand announcement. You didn't have to give us an iOS press release down to your Instagram. You didn't have to do none of that. All you had to do was give her a job. So the speculation is they might bring her in as Mary J. Blige's mama on Power Book 3. We know that Ron Isley has been cast as her dad for this next season. And I'd be here for Monique being her mama. I would be here for Monique being Monet's mama. Because I feel like Monet's mama was a mother. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Monet's mama got some shit with her. So I would be here for that. I would be open to that and I would be here for that. But what you're not going to do, 50 Cent, is make me give a damn. Because I don't. I done said what I had to say about Monique. Everybody feel how they feel about Monique in the situation with Monique. But I done said how I feel about the situation with Monique. And as long as Monique got that husband around her, putting bad ideas in her head, she going to always run into problems because she has had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Regardless of whether people agree or disagree that 50 Cent or Tyler Perry did her right or did her wrong, she has had other opportunities. And somehow, some way, she has screwed those up. So what we not get ready to sit here and do is act like everybody done did Monique so wrong and Monique hasn't had any opportunities to get it together and fix it. When what's his name? Will Packer, he hired her after all that stuff went down with Tyler Perry and Oprah and everything. He hired her to be on the movie. What was the movie he did? Not this Christmas. It was a Christmas movie a couple of years ago, and they talked about how bad she behaved on set and how she had this diva behavior on set. Like, listen, it has been put out there. What's up, Watermelon Sugar? Watermelon Sugar been going live lately, y'all, giving y'all those makeup looks, honey. If y'all don't know nothing about Watermelon Sugar, y'all better go over to her Instagram and find out. I think public support of Monique is a good thing since she had so little. Plus, people are so loud about their issues with her. I mean, Zara, we can agree to disagree on that one because I feel like Monique has been the loudest about her problems with other people. Almost Christmas, that's what it was. I feel like Monique has been louder about her issues with other people than people's issues with her. Because we didn't hear anything. Like Oprah and Tyler Perry did not blast Monique. Monique blasted them. When they had a beef with Monique, they were quiet about it. Now, granted, Monique says that, they was behind the scenes doing stuff, and they may very well have been. I ain't about to sit here and say that Tyler Perry didn't make some phone calls or that Oprah didn't make some phone calls. Far be it for me to say that it didn't happen because I wasn't there and I don't know. But I feel like Monique has been very loud about her issues with everybody. He died February 21st. Oh, he just died? Damn. I really missed it. Right. Sydney was down there acting a fool with Will Packer. I don't remember all the details now, but I remember he's a comedian. I think Kim Whitley is one of his best friends, or Kim Coles. He's a comedian. I can't remember his name now, but he went live on YouTube talking about it. And when Tyler tried to apologize and pay her, Monique didn't take the money, instead put it right. Exactly. Tyler Perry called that woman, and tried to apologize and said, "What? You say I owe you, so what's gonna make this right? Like, I will write you a check today. What do I owe you so we can make this right?" He apologized to her, He offered her money. She told him she didn't know how much money it was gonna take. She ain't know how much money it was gonna take. And then not only did she do that, then she posted the damn phone call online for everybody to hear. So I'm sorry. Like, people can say, oh, they did her so wrong, which I still disagree. I still disagree. Going back to Monique's original issue with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, I still don't agree with Monique. But even if I did agree with Monique, the man did apologize and he offered you some money for what you claim he owe you. He offered to write you a check. And because we know Tyler Perry the way we know Tyler Perry, he don't like public shit like that. He probably not only would have given her whatever, within reason, whatever money she claimed that she was owed, and he apologized, he might have put her in the next damn movie. Y'all know he come out with a movie every other month. He might have put Monique in the next movie, and that way, publicly, the message that sends to the public is we're good now. We worked this out, and we're cool again. And then whatever blackballing that happened, whatever phone calls that were made, that would have undone whatever she felt like was done to her. That's all I'm saying. Did Oprah apologize? Probably not. And if I was Oprah, I ain't apologizing because I don't think, first of all, you mad at Oprah for something Oprah don't have shit to do with. Oprah was an executive producer on that movie. You mad at her because she wants you to promote the damn movie? And let's be clear, the same movie that you won a fucking Oscar for, you mad? You won an Oscar. Like, are you serious right now? I'm sorry, y'all don't get me started. See, y'all making me go down that rabbit hole. I'm coming back. I saw the interview. I didn't learn anything that I didn't already know. I mean, no offense. What she said on T.S. Madison, she's already said. I think at this point, it comes to one of those situations where either you agree with Monique or you disagree with Monique. Like, I've heard it. I've heard her point of view on it. I don't agree with her point of view on it. You know what I'm saying? I've heard what she had to say. But it's not my life. It's not my career. I'm on the sidelines. So she feel the way she feel. I thought she was mad at Oprah for blindsiding her with her family on the show. Now that I do it. Now that part, I do agree that if it went down the way she says it went down, then I do agree that she might have a problem with Oprah. I do now that I will agree with. But as far as the movie, Precious, that I agree with P. So, all right. So I take back what I said. Now that I forgot about that part. That I do agree with. But as far as the movie, nah. But was it Monique? Okay. See, I can't remember. That was so long ago. Wasn't Monique supposed to be on that show with Oprah, and then she changed her mind about being on the show, or Oprah invited her to the show? I don't feel like Netflix played with her. So again, I don't agree. Philly, I just don't agree. I don't agree that I don't feel like Netflix played with her. I feel like Netflix offered her a deal. She could either negotiate the deal or she could turn the deal down. They offered Wanda Sykes the same deal. They didn't offer Wanda Sykes any much more money than what they offered her. They didn't offer Wanda Sykes a whole lot more money. Wanda Sykes took the deal. And then Wanda Sykes turned lemons and made lemonade out of it. I just saw Wanda Sykes on something I just saw her in. What show? What show? What Philly John? What you talking about? What show? Yes, Oprah asked her to be on the show, and she didn't know that her family was all going to be there. And she said Oprah didn't tell her that they were going to be there. Oh, I see. Yeah, I agree with the Oprah thing. Now, I mean, with the show thing. Now, that I do agree with, because I remember when that went down. Now, that I do agree with. But the whole Precious thing, I don't agree with that. I thought Wanda took the deal. Wanda didn't take the deal. See, I can't remember all the damn details now. But they offered Wanda Sykes the same type of thing. Like, I don't feel like, yes, and And Amy Schumer, when they offered Amy Schumer that deal, Amy Schumer was that bitch. Like, we don't have to like it. We don't have to agree with it, but Amy Schumer was making millions of dollars for her movies. Amy Schumer was like the Hollywood it girl at the time. When they offered her that deal, Monique was barely filling up comedy clubs when they offered Monique that deal. I understand that Monique won an Oscar. I understand that Monique won this and she did that and she had all the accolades. But Monique wasn't filling stadiums. Amy Schumer is. Now, whether we like, and I get that fine, see, Golda, she's not my kind of comedy either. Amy Schumer doesn't make me laugh. But we can't change. Jim Carrey doesn't make me laugh either. But that doesn't take away the fact of who Jim Carrey is and who he is in Hollywood. So we can't compare what Amy Schumer got offered to what Monique got offered. Because, again, they're looking at how much money are you making now? What are you generating now? What are you bringing to us now? That is what they balance on that. And again, I'm not saying that Monique shouldn't have been insulted by what they offered. She denied it and went to Hulu. Okay, my bad, y'all. Thank y'all for correcting me. Y'all know I be wrong sometimes. Y'all get me together and it's cool. But I'm not saying that Monique was wrong for turning it down. If you felt like if it was beneath you and you felt like they didn't offer you your worth, you have absolutely every right to say no. You absolutely have every right to say no. She did another special, and after that, Netflix put her on the Upshaws. Yeah. Well, you know, they didn't put her on the Upshaws. She's one of the writers and creators and producers of the Upshaws. They didn't put her on the Upshaws. They picked up her show, the Upshaws. Since it's all good, I'm simply bringing up. No, I'm not. Philly, I'm cool. I'm cool. I like this. Yeah, I'm not upset. Y'all know I don't get upset about this kind of stuff. I might be coming off passionate, but I'm not upset at all. I like different points of view. I like having this conversation. I don't want everybody to agree with me. That's a boring place. If we all agree, that's boring. Ebby don't never agree with me. Me and Ebby don't agree on nothing. They could have gave Monique her money. They gave Dave Chappelle a special and paid him, and he wasn't even doing shows at the time. But Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle. See, y'all are looking at this from an emotional standpoint and not from a business standpoint. Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle could announce that he's going to do a concert at the Rose Bowl. And that concert will be sold out tomorrow. He's fucking Dave Chappelle. Monique could announce that she's going to do a concert at the Rose Bowl, and they might be giving away tickets the night of the show. She's an EP, and she's also one of the creators. Philly, if I remember correctly, when the credits roll, I think they said she won, but I know she's an EP. She's an EP. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's an EP on the show. So even if I thought she was one of the creators, but she's an EP on the show. Yeah. Wait a minute, we agree sometimes. Well, thank you for being here, Philly. Mwah. Welcome. And you said we wouldn't have nothing to talk. I know, right? I said we wasn't gonna have a whole lot to talk about tonight. The problem with Netflix Monique had was that they didn't allow her to negotiate at all. Then they were flip-flopping on how they were coming up with their offering numbers. But this is what I'm going to say. And I hear what y'all are saying. And maybe because I just don't like and or trust her husband. I hear what they told us happened with Netflix. I don't trust what they told us happened with Netflix. Because I don't trust her husband and his negotiating skills as a business manager. And that's me. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? So I hear that, but I just think that Monique has done herself a disservice with Sydney. That's just me. I still think they lowball Monique and Wanda to the extent they did because they are Black women. They do it to us all the time. You may very well be correct, Creative Diva. I ain't arguing that. I'm not arguing that they may have lowballed Monique. And again, Monique had every right to walk away from that deal. She had every right to walk away from that deal. I ain't never been mad at Monique for walking away from that deal. All I'm saying is, what's up, Chasing Reality in the house? Hey! Y'all make sure that y'all are tuned in for the season premiere of Chasing Atlanta. Thank you for coming through, boo. Mwah. I saw how Sydney negotiated that deal, and I wouldn't want. That's what I'm saying. Like, so explain all the money they threw at Tiffany Haddish and Shonda Rhimes and Michelle Obama, and Courtney Kemp and Ava DuVernay. Like, there are a lot of black women that are making good money over to Netflix. Let's just be honest, y'all. Like, there are a lot of black women that are making really good money over there. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. But again, I think we're looking at this emotionally and not looking at this from business. You know, on these streaming platforms, it's all about what we generate, the money that we're going to generate, and the potential of the money to generate. When is the last time, even before all this happened, when is the last time that Monique had a hit? When was the last time that she was selling out major venues? And let's be clear, regardless of whether Tyler Perry spread the word about her or not, she has a reputation in Hollywood now that she's got to deal with. And her reputation in Hollywood is that she don't play fair. And that's, thank you. See, Jennifer, I got to put you up on the screen. Exactly. Walk away from the deal, baby, but you ain't got to set the building on fire. Okay, but did those other come before Monique made the stink or after? Child, I wouldn't know. I would have to go back and look. Honestly, I don't know. Probably the Shonda Rhimes deal probably came before Monique. Ava DuVernay, not so sure. Definitely Michelle Obama came afterwards. Courtney Kemp came afterwards. But again, let's look at what those women were bringing to the table. Shonda Rhimes was bringing her whole Shondaland. She left her catalog at ABC, but she's bringing Shondaland with her. So she's bringing that whole new she's bringing her. Ava DuVernay is bringing, like, she's one of the hottest, not just black directors in Hollywood. She's one of the hottest directors in Hollywood right now. So they're bringing something with them. Again, it's business, y'all. It's business. But anyway, with all that being said, Fitty, I hope you go on and give Monique a job. I'll be happy to see her down to the power. You know, you got 11 shows. Go on and put her on one of your shows. Just do it. You ain't got to make a press release about it. Just fucking do it. And if you think that Oprah is going to listen to you about who she needs to apologize to, sir, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. And Monique is a great comedian. Listen, Monique is good at what she does. I'm a Monique fan. I like Monique. I just don't like the shenanigans. Sure. All of them came after Monique. Okay, so all of them came after Monique. Yeah, and y'all know if 50 get petty and he get ready to start talking about her, you know it's gonna be a whole nother situation. I forgot Wanda Sykes is one of the comedians that's gonna be hosting the Oscars. You know, they got the 3 women comedians doing the Oscars, and she's one of them. I forgot about that. Oprah and his magical fours baking unicorn bread. She don't even know you 2 quarters. Nah, she know 50 Cent. You remember 50 Cent named his dog Oprah. And that was a whole thing. And then Gail interviewed 50 Cent and told 50 Cent and told Oprah that 50 Cent is a really nice guy. And then they made up and then he apologized. And then they was cool. Shonda was cheated as well. She was originally offered $100 million, but a white director at Fox, whose shows were bringing in about 25% of Shonda's shows, were offered $200 million. Wow. Her and Regina Hall are hosting it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and that's just, listen, that is unfortunately a fact of society. Even white women don't make as much as black men. I mean, as white men, but certainly black women are at the bottom of the damn totem pole. Okay, so yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. All right, so that's that. That's the 50 Cent child. That's the 50 Cent child. I wish Sydney would. Now that's a fight I know he don't want. Because 50 Cent is disrespectful. He's disrespectful as fuck. Y'all know 50 Cent disrespectful. Y'all know the 50 Cent is disrespectful. So, in news that we probably don't care a lot about, but I'm going to go and put it out there anyway. So, Ty Young, MiMi Faust's girlfriend. Now, for those who don't know who MiMi Faust is, MiMi Faust, Down to the Love and Hip Hop, used to be Stevie J's girlfriend / his baby mama. We know that she was dating Ty Young. They was together, then they got engaged and they broke up, but then they got back together and they got engaged again. And they just got engaged again last month at MiMi's birthday party, and it was all over the internet and the social medias, and everybody was like, oh, they got back together. That's so sweet. Oh, yeah. And they've been posting together, and they've been all smiles and hugs and kisses. But then today, we get this whole situation where Ty Young is posted up with another WNBA star. I can't even pronounce that woman's name, and y'all know I will fuck it up. But the girl, she plays in the WNBA as well. And so, of course, now it's, oh my gosh, Ty got caught cheating on MiMi. Ty is cheating on MiMi. Ty is cheating on MiMi. So at first this morning, MiMi posted one of them little cryptic messages that said breathe. And then underneath it just said, that's all. That says it all, or that's all you need to know. You're the only channel reviewing secrets of Playboy. That's how you feel. Oh, Philly, I'm glad you. Well, we can talk about that in a minute. After I finish talking about MiMi, we can talk about the secrets of Playboy and them Chippendales, because the Chippendales started last night. First of all, shout out to the 100 people in the chat. If y'all could please make sure that if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and make sure your notifications are on. Y'all know I got another message under one of my videos today by somebody who used to they used to watch my videos and leave messages, and they were like, I'm so glad I found you. I said, girl, I've been here the whole time. She said, I don't know how you fell out of my algorithm. I said, because YouTube is playing games with me. I said, but make sure you had the notifications on, because then you will, well, you should. We know how that goes. But you should get a notification whenever I drop a video or I go live. And go on and hit that like button while you're in here too. So then, after MiMi posted that, then Ty posted, y'all know about me and my screenshots. Then Ty posted on her Instagram, if I can't find the actual picture, screenshot, then I'm just going to have to paraphrase what she has said. Yeah, I'm going to have to paraphrase what she has said. What she has said basically was, you can't cheat if you single. And I'm hanging out with my friend and I am single, therefore I am not cheating. And so then everybody was like, well, damn, they just got engaged. When did they break up? And y'all know these internet instigators and private detectives, they done went and they found a post of the two of them together just 6 days ago, talking, being all booed up and in love. 6 days ago. So sometime between 6 days ago and when that picture was taken, not only have the two of them broken up, but Ty is, the picture was suggestive. It didn't say beyond a shadow of a doubt that the two of them are messing with each other, but it was suggestive. So then MiMi came back, I guess, after Ty posted about the fact that she's single. So now MiMi posted, she put her iOS press statement out. Shout out to the read. It is imperative that when you say you are moving forward with your plans, life, or goals, that those words are followed by action and led by passion. My friends, we have all grown in the last 2 to 3 years, new friends and old. They remain people that we learn from and share our life stories with. In saying this, I want to make sure that I wish Ty the best. Remember, we all grow, and that is okay. It's also okay to grow apart. Just respect each other's process. Oh, this is what Ty said. Normally things happen in silence, but since we're here, you can't cheat when you're single, and I guess you can't have friends either. But 6 days ago, y'all was posted onto the gram all bunned up and booed up. I mean, I know a lot can happen in 6 days, but damn. And this is how I feel about stuff. Listen, when it comes to celebrities that try to keep their life private, I respect that. But when you do everything publicly, like y'all got engaged publicly, you posted it all over social media and you was bragging and boasting. So now when y'all break up, you can't be mad at us for thinking that your woman stepped out on you and we caught her. You can't be mad at us because you didn't tell nobody y'all broke up. So that's like you and one of your girlfriends. You was invited to the engagement party. The man got down on one knee. He gave this big old speech. He put it in lights. They had fireworks and shit. They had a 3-string, a 3-piece orchestra playing "I Will Always Love You." Like they did the whole kit and caboodle, and it was all beautiful 2 weeks ago. And then you see him at the club, and he is booed up with somebody else, and you call your girl and say, "Look, I don't know if you know, but you might want to get down here because I see Ray Ray booed up with some hoe in the corner. You might want to come and check him." And she say, "Oh, girl, we ain't even together no more." You can't be mad at me that I called you to tell you what happened. You can't be mad at me. And that's how I feel about this situation. You can't be mad at Instagram and the shade room and the social media. You can't be mad at everybody that decided they was going to come through and let you know that your man was cheating on you, or your woman, I'm sorry, in this case, your woman was cheating on you. You can't be mad at us. Y'all broke up in silence. Y'all got engaged in public. Y'all broke up in silence. We ain't know that had happened. But I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you what I think it is. And listen, y'all know how I feel about these things. Y'all know how I feel about these things. Listen, I would not be surprised if they are filming for Love and Hip Hop. That's all I'm going to say. What's up, Miss T? Exactly, Xavier. That's how I feel about it, too. You was already in them streets. 6 days, you was already in them streets, ma'am. Ma'am, you was already in them streets. And I'm just telling y'all, I feel like they filming for Love and Hip Hop. And if we find out for certain that they are filming for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, then I don't believe none of this. It's all set up by Todd. That's all. That's it. That's it. A fugaziness of these celebs. Right. Y'all know how I feel when it's a TV show involved, when either they filming or the show is about to premiere. Y'all know I don't fall for the okie doke. I just feel like, thank you, Miss T. Miss T says she's the number 60 person to hit the like. But it's 95 of y'all in here. The mad thing. But it's all good. I know y'all gonna hit the like button before y'all leave. But yeah, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, so y'all together or not? Do you believe MiMi's really committed to that lifestyle? MiMi was with with Sleazy J and the shower bar guy. After them, she's into women. Well, I've seen people do it. I mean, a lot of times, if you are bisexual but you choose to live in, what's up, Six Sad World? Hey, boo. If you identify as bisexual but you choose to live, you choose to date men, and then for whatever reason they break your heart, you over it, you tired, you want to move on to something else, you want to get to know somebody else, and then you flip over and you start dating women, it doesn't mean that she didn't always have an interest in women. She just maybe chose not to involve herself in that. But y'all know what I just recently found out, and this is why I don't have no whole lot of sympathy for MiMi. Y'all want to know why I don't have no sympathy for MiMi? Because this is what I have found out. And y'all might already know this. I'm old and I'm getting the information late, but y'all know I might already know this. Y'all know that Stevie J was dating Eve. Y'all know they was together for a minute, right? Y'all know y'all was together. They were together for a minute. They were actually even living together. Like they were together. Baby, they say Eve came home and caught Stevie J in bed with MiMi. So, girl, you just getting what you put out. You got it from Jocelyn, and now it look like you getting it from Ty. You just getting what you put out. You was in that man's bed in the house that he lived in with his girlfriend. Man, Now I knew Stevie J had cheated on Eve. Like I knew that part. But I didn't know it was that scandalous. See, that just lets you know. I didn't know it was that scandalous, child. Oh, I just thought about that her daughter name is Eva. Oh, that's dirty. Yeah, right. And we know that Jocelyn and MiMi, they had threesomes. We know that Jocelyn and MiMi had sex when she was with Stevie J. So it's not like this is her first, it's not like Ty Young is her first female interaction. She'd been with a woman before. MiMi was messing with Stevie J while he was with Eve. I remember the timeline she ran down, which overlapped with Eve's. That's old news. Well, y'all, I just said y'all probably know, but I don't know. I just thought about the fact that that baby name is Eva. Ooh, see, that's why I don't have no sympathy for her. That's why I don't have no sympathy for her, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why I have no sympathy for her. Y'all, let's get into this Playboy situation from last night. Now, my review is up, but y'all know I'm going to bring y'all a little bit of the something. Let's talk a little bit about this. Let me get to my notes. Now, next week is the final episode, I believe. We were on episode 9. I thought last night was episode 8, but it was episode 9, actually. And I believe we're going to get 10 episodes, right? I feel like we're going to get a good round 10 episodes, okay? Now, last night's episode was about what they call the shadow mansion. And just to be real blunt about it, you called that the first season. See, I didn't start watching Love and Hip Hop the first season. So I started watching maybe season 3 or 4. My neighbors used to watch it, and I used to hang out over my neighbor's house, and they used to tell me about Love. They would tell me about it, and I would be like, oh my gosh, what? But I wasn't doing YouTube back then, so I wasn't reviewing it. Me too, Really B. I'm also drinking from my ReallyBTV tumbler. Oh, is Danny in the room? Thank you. You know, Danny made that tumbler. My moderator / little sister, she made that tumbler. I'm so glad you like it. I'm gonna have to get her to make another one to do another giveaway. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Lord, this thing is getting on my nerve. My TV has been acting real stupid. So, has anyone watched Blood and Water on Netflix? Yes. Blood and Water. So I reviewed the first season. You can go back to my playlist if you want to watch my reviews. And I'm in the middle of reviewing the second season. I kind of got sidetracked, but I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna finish up that second season sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna finish up that second season. But yeah, I love it. Now I haven't finished the second season, so don't tell me nothing. But if you go back to the season, if you go back to season 1, I did review it. I reviewed it, and so did El Teddy 27. Abby, did you review Blood and Water? I don't remember if you did or not. You need a t-shirt or a hoodie? Well, I told y'all, when I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do t-shirts. When I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do merch. I'm going to do t-shirts. I am. The series is so triggery, but I can't look away. You know what? It is. It is so lot. It's so lot, Lord. It is a lot. I think what MiMi may have been with Stevie before Eve, and they later got back together when Stevie was with Eve because they mentioned they've known each other and dated since the mid-90s. I haven't looked at MiMi the same since Shower Rod Gate when she pretended she didn't know the video would be released. So it wouldn't surprise me if this love triangle between her and Ty is a storyline. It just seemed out of nowhere. That's all. Like, I could see if this happened before we saw them get engaged again, but that literally just happened last month. Like, girl, anyway. And right, she was on T.S. Madison a couple of weeks ago. Anyway. So last night's episode was about the shadow mansions. And for those who've been following the series, we've talked about all the things that go down at the mansion. So the shadow mansions really became like the auxiliary to the actual mansion. So they were for women that either A, were trying to work their way up to the mansion, B, women who had sort of been downgraded from the mansion, or C, women who were never good enough to go to the mansion in the first place, right? So what happened was a lot of Hugh Hefner's inner circle, a lot of the men that ran in his inner circle started having their own, trying to mimic what was going on at the Playboy mansion at their homes, because these are all rich white men. So all of them have mansions in Hollywood. And so they were mimicking what Hugh Hefner was doing. They had the dormitories, and what they did was they had these fake modeling agencies where they would get these women that would come in who thought they were getting ready to be discovered and they were going to be the next best model, and they would get them in these mansions, and they would do the same thing that was going on at the Playboy mansion. They would have these wild parties and lots of drugs and lots of sex. Women were being sexually assaulted. They were being drugged, and of course, once you're drugged, you're not giving consent, so you're still being sexually assaulted. And we found out a couple of more names of these men. Now, one name is a name we already heard about, who was Hugh Hefner's personal physician and his best friend. Now, in the first episode, his daughter, not Hugh Hefner's daughter, but hold on, let me get the name. His name was let me look at my notes, y'all. His name was Mark Saganor. He was Hugh Hefner's personal physician and his best friend. And his daughter, Mark's daughter, actually wrote a book about growing up in the Playboy mansion. And she talked about the fact that her father was Hugh Hefner's best friend, and she basically grew up there because her father lived in the mansion and she lived in the mansion. I'm assuming her father had custody, because I never heard her mother or why she was living with the father over the mother at the Playboy mansion, because what mother wants their child growing up in the Playboy mansion? So the mother clearly must not have been a part of the story. And she even talked about how in her book, she talked about how she grew up watching the orgies and the sex parties and this and that, but she grew up with Hugh Hefner being like a second father to her, like an uncle to her, because that's how she was raised. Again, she grew up in the mansion with them. And she talked about how she started a relationship with one of the Playmates. So that was her first, it was like her first relationship. And then it was a gay relationship with one of the women who happened to be one of Hugh Hefner's women. And when Hugh Hefner found out that the two of them were sleeping together, basically Hugh Hefner told her, well, bring her up here. And her name is Jennifer. And he basically propositioned her with a threesome. And I was like, now this was on the very first episode. So this is before we heard about all this other stuff that we done found out about. And I remember thinking, how in the world do you do that? This is a girl that you have known since she was 3. She said she had been coming to the Playboy mansion since she was 3 years old. And not only did that happen, but she was 16. She was 16. So not only are you propositioning a girl that you have known since she was 3 years old, who is your best friend's daughter, but the girl is underage. Oh my gosh, there was so many things wrong with that. So that's when we first met Miss Jennifer, right? Then when we met Sandra, who was one of Hugh Hefner's ex-girlfriends, and she talked about the orgies and how the sex parties and how bad it got, with the sex parties or whatever. She talked about how Hugh Hefner and Mark had sex. She said they were lovers. I said, well, clutch my pearl. Clutch my pearls. And Jennifer even said in last night's episode, Jennifer said that she now as an adult, as she looks back on things and she puts certain things in perspective, she feels the same way. She feels like him, Hugh Hefner, and her father had a sexual relationship. I said, oh my. Now they showed us a video clip of Hugh Hefner being interviewed by Brian Gumbel, probably back in like the 80s or 90s, where he said that he has had homosexual thoughts, but he claimed he never acted on any of them. But, during the 70s and the days of, free love, free sex and orgies and stuff like that, that he did have some homosexual desires, but he claimed He ain't never did nothing about it. But I don't believe you, Hugh. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. This is the same girlfriend that said that she walked in on Hugh Hefner jacking off the dog. So, oh, you just saw Shirley Ralph and Sax. I love Shirley Ralph. She's a class act. I love her. I love her. Yeah, he was living at the mansion. Now he had his own bedroom at the mansion, but they was living there. He was living there. And so, for those of you who remember, in the 90s, Hugh Hefner got married. Remember, he had a whole baby and everything. And they said that when he got married, I think her name was Jennifer something. She's one of the centerfolds. They said that the mansion pretty much got shut down. She cut out a whole lot of the partying and a lot of stuff. So that's another reason why these shadow mansions sort of got set up, because these because Hugh Hefner, the mansion was sort of off limits at this point, right? Now Hugh Hefner still hung out. He still went out. He just went outside of the house to get his partying in. But they said that he was they said that he stayed in line for the most part. I mean, when you're a sexual deviant, I guess staying in line is relative. You know what I'm saying? Hugh Hefner never talked about it, but more than one person in this series has talked about bestiality. Bestiality. Yes. She talked about it. Sandra, his ex-girlfriend, talked about it, and one of his valets talked about how they would bring prostitutes in, and they would have the prostitutes do things to animals while they watched. And they even talked about I told y'all this before, I think. What's her name? The porn star that was the star of Deep Throat. Lovelace, Linda Lovelace. They talked about how Linda Lovelace performed fellatio on a German Shepherd, and how Hugh Hefner was watching. Jim Belushi was in the room. They said Jim Belushi was there. It was a room full of people, but Jim Belushi was the other like big name that they mentioned. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to go watch that. I'm telling y'all, it's called Secrets of Playboy. It's on A&E. It's probably streaming on something. I don't know if it's streaming on Hulu or something, but y'all need to go watch it. It is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah, they drugged. Oh yeah, they said Linda Lovelace stayed drugged up. They said that her boyfriend was basically her pimp, and he kept her drugged up. It was really sad. It was really sad, the story they told about her. Yeah. So that was like y'all gotta go back. Y'all can go look at my review. Y'all gotta go back and look. But y'all gotta go back and look at it. It is so good. It's good in a bad way. And what I mean by that is it's so good, but like Philly is saying, it's triggering because you're hearing all of this stuff and you're like I'm telling you, we've had so there have been 8 episodes. It's been 8 episodes. In every episode, we have heard of at least in every episode, at least 2 women tell a story about how they were sexually assaulted. At least 2. At least 2 per episode. Now that is, I'm sure, a small percentage. But the fact that these women are, when I say they telling it, they are telling it. One of the stories they told last night, Jennifer, again, Mark's daughter, she told the story about a young lady who basically, she described a woman ODing on drugs. And she called her by name, although I don't think they used her real name. I think that's a name they use for the purposes of the show. But she talked about how they carried that girl out of there. She had passed out on the floor doing cocaine in the bathroom. She said when they carried her out of there, her body was lifeless. Now, she didn't say the girl was dead, but she said her body was lifeless. And she said a couple of days later, her father came knocking on that door with the picture of his daughter looking for her, talking about something, have you seen my daughter? You know, it's the last place I heard that she was. And she said she looked that man dead in his face and said, you must have the wrong house. I don't know her. Now, as I'm listening to that last night, I'm thinking to myself, you must have already told the police this story. Because I can't believe that's the first time you're telling this story. Yes, his wife, Kimberly, shut the whole operation down in the early 90s. She didn't play. Yeah. Yep. They said that Kim shut that thing down, honey. And so that's why you had these shadow houses, because they wanted to keep the party going. All of these guys, they even had a clip of James Caan, the actor James Caan. They had an interview where he was talking and he said, "Yeah, it's no fun up there now. Now that Hugh's married, I mean, they could at least let us still, party like a little kid." I said, Well, all I'm gonna say is, the statute of limitations. The statute of limitations ain't up. So if it's a real story, which I believe her, I don't have no reason to believe that woman lying. I don't have no reason to believe that woman is lying. All right. And then right after that, we have a new series starting, and it is called The Secret Murders of the Chippendales. Now, I'm just going to tell y'all the connection between the Chippendales and Playboy, which was so crazy last night, right? So, if y'all don't know what the Chippendales are like, they started off as just raunchy, a club that had male strippers, and they would strip down. Like, it was just raunchy, and basically anybody that, it started off as any guy that they could agree to take his clothes off, he would come in and they would let him, take his clothes off for tips. But it evolved into this very polished, really a male burlesque show by the time it was over with, because they go down, they strip down to like their G-strings or whatever. But you don't get like the full Monty with Chippendales. And so this talked about the first episode. It's a limited series, just like Playboy was. So I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, but it's going to probably be 3 or 4. I don't think it's going to be as many episodes as Playboy. But we learn about how early on the owner of the club, the guy, I gotta remember these. Steve Bernanke, he was an immigrant from India. He opened up Chippendales. He bought a club. It was like a discotheque in the 1970s, and then towards the end of disco, he turned it into. He wanted to rebrand it, and I'm not going to tell y'all everything. I'm just going to give y'all this one little connection because I want y'all to go watch it. He wanted to rebrand it, and so the name Chippendales actually comes from furniture, Chippendales furniture. So that's where the name comes from. So a guy by the name of Paul Snyder, he came up with the idea of having the male strippers, and they described Paul Snyder as being this pimp guy. They called him they said he wore this huge Star of David pendant, and they called him the Jewish pimp. And he was just not a really like nice guy. Like, he was a really raunchy guy, but he came up with the idea of the male strippers, and Steve went along with it. He was like, "That's cool. I like it. That's cool." But Snyder had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend's name was Dorothy Stratton. Now, for those who don't know who Dorothy Stratton is Playmate of the Year, 1980 Playmate of the Year, who was tortured and murdered by her husband, Paul Snyder. Oh. Now, Paul Snyder ended up falling out with Steve, and they ended up kicking him to the curb, and Chippendales blew up. But Dorothy Stratton actually suggested the uniform. If you know the Chippendales, they have the the bow tie collar, and then they have the cuffs, which is very reminiscent of the Playboy bunnies, their uniform. That is directly from Playboy. Dorothy said, "Hey, you should dress them up like the male version of the bunnies, like the uniforms we wear down at the Playboy Club." And they went and got permission from Hugh Hefner to basically mimic that uniform. And Hugh Hefner was like, "Sure, go for it." I said, that damn Playboy, boy, they connected to all this shit. They probably took it off the floor after everything came out. Oh, Chippendales is one of the best docs I've seen. Just crazy. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I knew Hefner was a creep. They actually made his wax figure Moan when you get close with it. Really? I think I really think I have a picture. I went to the Wax Museum in Vegas, and Hugh Hefner. I think I actually have a picture I took at the Wax Museum with Hugh Hefner. He's in his pajamas, but I didn't know it moaned. Yeah, Star 80. If you ever go, if y'all ever want to know the story of Dorothy Stratton, Star 80. They made a movie out of what happened about her life story, and they're documentaries, true crime documentaries, and stuff like that. Yep, Philly John. That is the connection between the Chippendales and the Bunnies. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure did. So he actually came up with the idea to turn Chippendales into a strip club, but him and Steve couldn't get along, and so Steve sort of kicked him to the curb. And a couple of years later is when the murder took place. And then Steve didn't want to have anything. He said that's bad for business. I don't want any connections. I don't want any connections to that name. So we're going to go ahead and put him over there, pretend like we ain't even know him, pretend like he ain't exist, and we're going to move on. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is the connection. See y'all? You keep telling people Diddy is the new Hugh. Ooh. Sure. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I've never been interested in Chippendales. Like I remember I told y'all that my mother was like, years ago, my mother was like, when you turn 18, we'll take you out. We're gonna take you to see Chippendales. And I was like, I don't know if you know that Chippendales. Even when I used to go to see the male strippers when I was younger, they ain't do nothing for me. I mean, it just doesn't. I'm like, I'm not taking none of that home. I don't want, and the thing I don't like about the male strippers get away with doing stuff that females can never do. Like all that, like male strippers be damn near performing sex acts. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, Trey Leche. So y'all go check it out. Go check it out over on A&E, and then y'all go check out my reviews. But yes, with that being said, let me get out of here, you guys. Y'all know we got the Real Housewives of New Jersey tonight. I've already posted my fourth review, Power Book 4 review. The Thunder Down Under, the Australian one, the Thunder Down Under. I'm gonna couple of more. I think I'm gonna have at least 2 more reviews coming out tonight. So y'all go ahead and enjoy that, and I will check y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Mwah. Peace.